America, the two-way, and the culture of armed, responsible citizenry. I also want to acknowledge the planning committee and all of our friends, families, and supporters who make this event possible. Every year we are joined with other freedom fighters from around the world who are fighting in their respective countries for our Second Amendment that we enjoy and often take for granted here in the United States. If the right to keep and bear arms is a natural right, like our framers state, then it is a human right, and all human beings should have the right of self-defense against tyranny. Representatives from our church communities in Korea, Japan, and around the world are here with us today, and tens of thousands of our people around the world are praying for America at this very hour, joining us in our live broadcast. The Rod of Iron Freedom Festival began 6 years ago in Pennsylvania, honoring the day in 1950 that my father, the Reverend Sun Myung Moon, who our tradition honors as the returning Jesus, was freed from the North Korean death camp by U.S. Armed Forces, where he was imprisoned and scheduled for execution for preaching the gospel. God sent good men with guns that stopped bad men with guns that led to my father's freedom, which without myself, my brother, or worldwide church community would not be here today. This awareness of the deadly nature of communism, fascism, and socialism did not simply arise out of a reactionary response to communist oppression. It stemmed from his immense biblical knowledge and prayer life. He always taught his church that communism was Satanism, and that Satan was using what seemed to be a political ideology to spread the kingdom of Satan over the world. He exposed the fact that in Genesis chapter 3, Satan was the first sexual groomer and pedophile, weaponizing sex to destroy Adam and Eve's future marriage and kingdom. Satan lured and groomed Eve to eat the forbidden fruit and lose her innocence, creating an illicit relationship with Satan, and then seducing Adam to eat of the forbidden fruit, losing his innocence, and then the Bible says it covered their lower parts, which was the place of their sin and the place of transferring this original sin to the lineage of generations that followed. In the same way, Satan utilizes the same strategy through communism on the national level. Number one, communism plants doubt of God's existence and severs humankind's inextricable royal link to God. And number two, communism promotes deviant sexual behavior to destroy the innocence of the people with their lower parts like Adam and Eve. The Communist Party under Mao in China funded the destruction of traditional marriage through bars and strip clubs. In Germany, the Nazis created the first homosexual rights organizations and groomed soldiers into abominable practices. In America, the communist forces funded sexual liberation